Cindy.
You're like 24, Cindy.
Okay, I'm gonna actually try being Cindy, okay? What time had it been when I had first called him to come over here? 9:30. What time was it now? Almost midnight. It was almost midnight and he wasn't here yet. I had taken a shower, shaved my legs, even called to see how my grandmother was doing. All these things that I'd done, and still he was not here. He was only too eager to come over. At least it sounded like he was on the phone. I would have figured he would be over here by now, what with him living so close to me.
Jimmy.
I have to be extra careful in preparing myself for what was to come. I shaved close, scrubbed harder, and spritzed more than I had when other girls gave me this call. But that was because this was different. I actually cared. Listen to this. I actually cared if she wanted me to stay for breakfast. She had surprised me with her call. I'd given her my number this afternoon, never thinking that she would actually want to see me again after that. But sure enough, there I was, nervous as hell. I mean, God, getting to her house was the easy part. Dealing with whatever happened there, I mean, not so much. It was so short a drive, I figured I would just walk there. I had done such so many times before. I could walk there with my eyes closed. So I walked. I could almost smell her soft, long blonde hair, even now. But before I knew it, I was there. I had felt it was too soon, so I didn't knock. I hadn't enough nerve yet.
Cindy.
11:58. He still wasn't here. Damn him. Driving me crazy all these years. Shoving all those girlfriends in my face. Making me wild with jealousy. I bet that he could do other things that drove me wild.
I recognize that voice from something. Jimmy.
I don't know how long I spent there waiting. Waiting for what? I hadn't the slightest idea why. Seconds, minutes, hours passed. Finally, I checked my watch, and I saw that it was almost midnight. I didn't matter how nervous I was. I needed to go in now. I knocked once. No answer. I knocked twice. No answer. Oh, crap! Did she fall asleep? I looked around for another entrance to to get into her house. A window! She never left her windows locked. Something I feared would get her robbed, or worse, raped. Like I was doing anything much better if it wasn't to her liking. Yes! There she was asleep on her couch, and in her towel, no less. She looked so peaceful, issuing a light snore. The deep and even rise and fall of her chest, her towel slightly open. Before I could stop myself, I was already through the window and kneeling by her side to watch her sleep. A stray lock of her hair had fallen to her eyes, and I decided to tuck it back behind her ear. To answer a question going through some of your heads right now, yes, I'm aware of how gay this sounds, but I did. And as soon as I did, her eyes fluttered open. So she's a light sleeper, huh? That explains a lot. You know what else explains a lot? How I broke the fourth wall. She looked around the room and then focused on me. She smiled softly and went to reach for me. Then she proceeded to punch me in the fucking face.
Cindy.
In the midst of my dreaming, I felt the feather-like tingle of my hair moving. What the hell was that? Opening my eyes, I saw Jimmy, looking at me like a new element he just discovered. I let him know right quick what I thought of him being really late and suddenly appearing but inches from my face. He reeled back from the punch, favoring his eye. I got up, not to help him, but to get something for his eye. Instead of me having to bring it to him, he walked over and plopped himself down on the counter, taking the ice pack from my hand before I was done sealing it up. He didn't ask why. I suppose it's because he likes to make theories and figure things out on his own. I'd always admired him for that. Don't sneak up on me when I'm sleeping like that, okay? He was staring at me. I was a little pissed, too, considering, what we were planning to do. The moment's sort of gone now. Still staring. "Hello, Earth Nerdtron," I said, waving my hand in front of his face. It took me a couple of seconds to realize that he wasn't looking directly at me, but lower. Somewhere between the couch and the kitchen, my towel had fallen off completely. No wonder he wasn't complaining. I was naked. Funny, I didn't feel a breeze. He jumped off the counter and dropped the ice pack. He leaned into me until his lips brushed my ear. I just realized that I turned kind of British there.
Yeah.
Kind of really British.
A mustache, top-hatted man.
Yeah, I know.
I can see that.
I can't help it. I always fade into this British thing. I love it, though.
Alright.
It's
Jimmy!
What the hell? Alright.
She was so beautiful. I had to tell her, 1, right parentheses, I didn't care that she punched me, and 2, right parentheses, what I wanted to do. I wrapped my arms around her and nipped at her neck ever so gently. She gasped softly and surprised and grabbed at my back, dragging her nails across it. God, that was hot. I wanted needing more of it. I'm moving my lips up her neck. I reached my long-awaited goal, those luscious, full lips. That was so worthwhile.
Cindy.
Here! Oh, here's where I belong, I thought. There we kissed until the need for oxygen overpowered our need for each other. He leaned his head against mine, breathing hard as I was. Then after a few moments he tightened his grip on me and lifted me. He was carrying me. Just then it hit me where he could be taking me. Yep. I was tossed lightly on my bed and watched Jimmy as he stripped down to nothing in front of me. He lowered himself down on the bed and took my face in his hands. It was the most passionate lovemaking I had ever participated in, and I had a feeling this wouldn't be the last time.
8, 8, 8, 8.
8, 8, 8, 8, 8,
8. Go.
Cindy.
Oh, that's me, okay. I guess he got here much earlier than when I had woken up. He was just waiting all along.
This is my first one-shot that doesn't completely suck. Please review, and if you do, don't hesitate to tell me what I should include in my next story and what is going to be a series of Jimmy/Cindy Fluff Lemons,
Lemons.
Love me, never leave me, ciao for now. Semicolon, red parentheses.